Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Taurus today. I have asked my guides in spirit to bring a message through the cards that will be helpful as well as positive and beneficial for you this week as you navigate what's going on. If you are new to this channel, really glad that you're here, and I strongly welcome you and urge you to subscribe so that you stay in contact with this high vibration information from the other side every week. And if you're returning, thanks so much. Always glad to see you, happy to see you, and very grateful for your support. But let's get straight into your reading, Taurus. I'm really excited to talk to you about this. So, energy that the universe sends you is the Tower. Those of you that are also tarot card readers are going to go, oh my God. But, okay, this is a good thing. I did ask a clarifying card. Five of Pentacles was the clarifier for the Tower. The Tower, as you can see, is kind of a violent action, and violent meaning dramatic within our own psyche. It's something that it's very much like this, just the picture. The lightning strikes and this building just, it kind of explodes and falls apart. So this really talks about the need to shake up your foundations and the need to shift something that is no longer working for you, getting rid of something that's outdated. And it's almost like when you've been tiptoeing around this idea and you've been considering it, but you haven't actually done it, and your guides in the universe really want you to do it, they send something very loud to you saying, now is the time, now you have to do this now. So this is like a wake-up call. And what I'm so excited about, and let me back up, sometimes this can feel catastrophic because when you're asked to change your own status quo, and some of us do not like change, right? When you're asked to do that, it can feel very shocking, it can feel very uncomfortable. But this, when I asked for clarifying, I got the Five of Pentacles. So what is being shattered is any negative beliefs, attachments, or even just down to thoughts. Any of those old junk that you have about money, that you have about abundance, that you have about self-worth. So the reason why I'm so excited about this Tower is kind of like the lightning flashes, and there's this moment where the universe says to you, okay, it's time to drop all that, because what we're trying to bring you is the abundance that you seek, but there's things in the way that you're holding on to, and we can't bring that abundance to you. So, I mean, this is really exciting. This is a chance to open up the door to abundance. They're saying all you have to do is drop these beliefs. So, the Five of Beliefs is the Pentacles of not having enough. The Five of Pentacles has to do with the belief of not having enough, not being enough. So for some of us, this is talking about self-esteem or self-worth. And so worth is an interesting word because it talks about, in our language, monetary value of something, but worth can also mean like, who am I as a person? So for you, Taurus, this is kind of all tied together. Worth as a person, and what am I worth, and what are my ideas about money. It's all kind of bundled up in the same package that this Tower is trying to split apart. Now let's keep going, and I want to just make sure that I hold these cards up so you see what's going on. The Page of Pentacles is Page of Cups is how you respond with this. So this brings up some emotions for you, and this kind of brings you back, I want to say, into some past emotions that maybe were formed a long time ago. And again, we're trying to undo these. So do not be surprised if you're feeling a little bit emotional or just a little bit off balance this week. But this also reveals something really interesting. Let me just go one card at a time here. The rest of this story, the next we have this King of Swords. Now you look at this, they're facing each other. These are both kind of passive resting cards, but they're totally different. This is the world of thought and of theory, planning. It's the cold cerebral world of intellectualizing, of like I'm saying, just the very scientific, objective kind of coldness, which is good in its own right. But then there's you here as this Page of Cups, which is very emotionally motivated. Notice I didn't say any emotional words here. It was all just dry facts. And so it's like you're meeting each other, but you're at different places. And this is what we're trying to undo. So this card has a couple different layers for you. This represents the beliefs that you're trying to undo, but it's also saying these beliefs came to you from this type of energy. A father figure doesn't necessarily have to be your father. I'm feeling it's a partner for some of you, but you're just at odds with what's important to you, and what is important to you tells you what your self-worth is. This is not talking about incompatibility. This is not a relationship reading. This is you trying to navigate how to increase your abundance. Okay, so there's some hard crystallized beliefs that this person has that you really don't share, but you're trying to adopt them, and it's keeping you from your true sense of self-worth and your true sense of abundance. So you may, just as an example, you may feel that connections between people are the important thing. Having a good time, feeling good with someone is the important thing. They may not feel that. They may say, well, it's whether we can have an intellectual discussion, or it's whether or not they are able to meet me with no emotions and just talk to me about facts. Maybe emotions really turn this person off, whereas emotions kind of make sense to you. So that's it's one example, but the idea is that you're just kind of at odds with what's important to you, because this really isn't you. But there's either beliefs you're trying to adopt now, or beliefs you've been holding on to the past from, again, this kind of father figure. So the next cards we get the Nine of Pentacles, and we get the Four of Swords. This is all good news. But let's look at the flow. Do you see how the Page of Pentacles, keep calling her Pentacles, Page of Swords is flowing over this way? And so she's trying to get to these two cards. The Nine of Pentacles is the Four of Swords, but the King of Swords is blocking. So that mind, that intellectual mind trap of yours is blocking. So this Nine of Pentacles is trying to assure you that what is valuable and important to you is really true and has you connected to a bigger sense of harmony. And it's also trying to give you the okay, that it's okay to follow your heart. It's okay to follow what your passion is telling you to do, what your emotions are telling you to do. It's actually giving you a message that the stability and the grounding is truly there, not in what this person thinks you should be doing or thinks what is valuable. So, another example might be, you might be someone who loves music, who loves to play music and wants to be a musician. And this person may say, well, no, that doesn't make sense. There's no future in that. There's no money in that. But these other cards are saying, because it's more true to you and your passion is more likely to be aligned with that, then yes, actually, it will make something happen for you. It's more beneficial. And this Four of Swords comes as a healing moment, because trying to unseat this guy from his throne in your mind is going to take some work. It's going to take a little bit of effort. And so this Four of Swords comes to you just as a reassurance that, yeah, you may feel very torn apart here, but here's some space to put yourself back together. So, that's odd. That's not what I usually say with this card, but for someone, like having baths, just taking some time out for yourself to rejuvenate in water sounds like a really strong and good idea for you. Oh, because the Page of Cups, of course. That's why. It's strange, because usually this is my card saying, okay, it's time to meditate, but they're wanting you to do something a little bit more tactile, out of your head and more in your body. So if you're lucky to live by water or in a swimming pool or something, live in a swimming pool. You know what I mean? Spend time in the water, because that will help to release a lot of this energy for you. It'll literally help flow it away. So what we're trying to do again is release any of these beliefs that are limiting, any of these beliefs that are hardened and reinforced by that authority figure that tells you this is the way it is. And we're trying to get to the resonance of the true you. And this is a moment for that healing. I think also with the holidays coming up, there's more likely chance of interacting with these kind of figures. And so it's like they want you to have this moment of being all put together and feeling like you're whole and you've got your self-worth very high. It's it's like a moment to make sure that you're recharging before you're perhaps challenged by this person that just doesn't speak your language, isn't you. Not that they're a bad person, you just have different values. Things are worth different things to you. To my cat, a carrot isn't worth very much, but beef is worth a lot. It doesn't mean that neither one is nutritious. They're both nutritious, but because of the way he prefers the beef over a carrot. So, silly example for you there. But if you've got questions about this, please reach out in the comments. And I'm always available for one-on-one readings through trueguidancetarot.com, which is my website. I'm also offering some special relationship readings for the holidays to help you kind of navigate all those fun family relationships we love to we get ourselves tangled in. So if you would like to learn more about that, either shoot me an email or again check out the website and contact me through there. Have a great week and happy Thanksgiving.